dropped, but recovered again splendidly by Willie O'Connor. Did a great match against Offaly. Appeals all around. It's going to be a Wexford ball. There's a great atmosphere in Croke Park this afternoon. Packed terraces, packed stands. Everybody wants to see this latest meeting of Kilkenny and Wexford. So Martin Storey for the team that lost the league final after 3 memorable matches against Cork, and they have taken the lead. Storey from the sideline in this 25th meeting of Kilkenny and Wexford in Leinster finals. Tomalston breaking it down. Larry O'Gorman in there first time. The incentive tremendous for both teams. Scallon leaving it behind. George O'Connor inside towards Billy Byrne, the 33-year-old, trying to get the stick onto it. Saved brilliantly by Michael Welsh. Oh, he made a superb save. Billy Byrne will be the first to congratulate him. Disappointed that he hasn't scored for the Slaney-siders, but that's another tremendous piece of goalkeeping. Tom Dempsey bidding now to tack on another point. That's one from a sideline, one from a 65, and Wexford 2 points to the good. Larry O'Gorman stopped by Ray Heffernan, cross towards Adrian Ronan. Now a chance to see what the Kilkenny forwards can do. Snapshot from Ronan straight over the bar. Simple, effective, and Kilkenny get their first point. Runs right through the centre there, picked up by Adrian Fenlon, blocked down by Pat O'Neill. Fenlon again. Simpson coming out to cover, didn't make any contact. It's Pat O'Neill instead, missed by DJ Carey, won however by Tomalston. Lobbed in invitingly, a couple of players waiting for it there. Michael Phelan was one of them. The midfielder drilling it out towards the man on the 40, John Parr, closed down by 2 very eager Wexford men. But Parr comes away with it. Towards PJ Delaney, Ger Kosh. Having a big task on his hands. Delaney may be inexperienced, but he's a good one. Tom Dempsey firing it in from out the field. Wexford's first wide. Kilkenny had 2, and it's 2 points to 1 in favour of Wexford. Won brilliantly by Liam Dunn. Towards Eamon Scallon. Opening up the play. That's a brilliant catch by Liam Cowan. That'll do his confidence a lot of good. He's got a big task on hand against Martin Storey. Eddie O'Connor, troubled by the ankle injury. Not showing too much effects of it there. Morrissey, this is splendid hurling. Oh, brilliantly blocked by John O'Connor. Well, they've given us some great battles down the years in the past as Morrissey just takes too many steps. But the blocking, the controlling, the overall enthusiastic play from both teams, making for a memorable occasion. John O'Connor the taker. It's a huge one. And batted out by Michael Welsh. Could have gone anywhere. Cowan, oh, right across, but dangerously picked up, however, in the end by Pat O'Neill. Larry O'Gorman under this one. Kicking it away to Tom Dempsey, checking his stride, getting there just ahead of his man. Towards Cleary, fumbling, trying to recover. That just gives Willie O'Connor enough chance to link up here with Bill Hennessy. O'Connor again continuing his flight. Scallon going back to make it his. It's won in the end by DJ Carey, transferred to Willie O'Connor. 2 points to 1, Wexford the leaders. Towards Morrissey, just getting there a yard ahead of John O'Connor. Good wrist work by O'Connor. Morrissey now, injecting pace and purpose. Comes off O'Connor, great defending, back to Ray Heffernan, shouldered by O'Connor. Good shoulder. Heffernan again, brother of Christie of course, picked up neatly by Larry O'Gorman, hooked. Well, the tackling is commendable on both sides, but in the end there was a jersey being tugged, and Ray Heffernan deemed the guilty party. John O'Connor firing it in there, brother George rising up from the clouds, and he's got a lovely point. Great point by the man who started on the 40, but where's the number 8?
Absolutely tremendous catch. He's miles over anybody else here, and that's a fantastic, reminds you of Teddy McCarthy with that one, and tremendous score off his left hand there.
Tom Dempsey, this is a great spell for Wexford. 3 points to 1 they lead. Might have had a goal as well, but for the excellence of goalkeeper Michael Welsh. Well, of course, Kilkenny came into this match with so many injury worries and scares and so on. George feeling his head, but it's Kilkenny who are going to get the free. Pat O'Neill, man of the match in last year's All-Ireland final. DJ Kerry trying to get in there with Peter Delaney, and it's Simon Morrissey. Morrissey has caused some bother in the past, and a fair bit of that to the Wexford backline, coping well on this occasion. Larry Murphy not making much headway, comes back to Adrian Ronan, point scorer already, the only one indeed. Won by Sean Flood. On to Scallon for Wexford. It's all Wexford just now. Simpson fouling. Liam Simpson has missed the last two matches with a back problem, fouling him and Scallon. Tom Dempsey there just getting a word of advice from George O'Connor. I'm sure it's to take the point. It is. Tom topping over a second point, one from a 65, one from a free, and three between them. Well, that's Liam Simpson there who conceded the free. He's had a back problem, the full-back's had a groin problem, the cornerback has had an ankle problem. There are all kinds of problems in the Kilkenny backline. And the problem's being accentuated right now by the sheer determination of the Wexford team to bridge 16 years, barren years, when they failed to win a Leinster. But up against the All-Ireland champions, PJ Delaney, John O'Connor, vexed by that decision. But in fact, the decision's going his way. He was held back. So John O'Connor, the last one of these resulted in a fine point by his brother George. They'll try and work the same plan again, but Pat O'Neill this time gets in, but still George got a shot in, and it's gone from a 65 because Michael Welsh had to be very vigilant indeed. Remember, there's a light breeze favouring Wexford in this first half. Tom Dempsey, they've done everything right so far. That's 2 65s now pointed by Tom Dempsey, and 5 points to 1. Well, they're very pleased, the Wexford fans. Should be noted, however, that of the points they've got so far, just one has come from play. Sean Flood came off the stick of John Parr, runs on towards Willie O'Connor, pressurised by Adrian Fenlon. Now he's pressurising Pat O'Neill. O'Neill's a strong guy. Adrian Fenlon, the wild pull by Sean Flood. That'll give Kilkenny the free just outside the 45-metre line. DJ Carey missed the first one this afternoon, needs this one. It's tailing again, is it? Yes. He's missed two. Young Damien Fitzhenry, 19-year-old. Martin Storey dancing away from Liam Cohen. Everything's going right. It's a dream start. Well, we saw something like this last week in Limerick. Then it was Tip against Clare. Now the All-Ireland champions in early trouble.
Well, Chair Rocky Finney have done all. They've moved DJ Kerry into full forward because he's been getting very close attention to put him Miley from Thomas Dunn. Nothing very dirty around him, but I suppose the kind of hoping that DJ Kerry can rock the Arca full forward like he has done in the past.
It worked in many championship matches. They used it to good effect plenty of times against Offaly. Inside it goes towards Larry Murphy. Larry tried to make some headway, now over on the left wing. Another shot, but this time it's gone wide, just the second wide of the game for Wexford. Kilkenny in the past have been able to get goals at vital time. We'll see what happens in this match. DJ moving out from full forward, transferring it to his old classmate Adrian Ronan. Inside towards John Parr. Parr going through. And Jerkosh clearing the lines out to Larry O'Gorman. The danger of this Kilkenny forward line illustrated in that last piece of play. Simpson beaten for it, clearly keeping the attack forward. Nudged out by Pat O'Neill. Linesman right on the spot. Wexford get the sideline cut. And DJ's come back out from full forward again, back out towards the wing forward position. The ground this afternoon is in tremendous condition. facing a very busy schedule of matches over the next 2 months. Martin Storey, that's delightful, just inside. Storey with 2 sideline cuts out of 3 points so far. Beautiful artistry, and it's 7 points to 1.
Well, this is a great skill in hurling. You can see here Martin Storey has scored 1 already, and he's a player that Wexford need to play very well if they're to win today. And it's a great skill here. You can see him right under the ball, beautiful follow through, and a lovely point. And that's the second one of the day and his 3rd point in all.
Wexford's success so far, they're winning at half back, winning at midfield, and their inside forward line will now be hoping for a decent supply of ball. DJ Carey trying to break the stalemate, out to John Power, living up to his name, trying to go through, stopped by Liam Dunn, but he was taking too many steps, and this referee is particularly vigilant in that department.
I think that's a harsh decision, Ger, personally. I know John Power went to take on the man, but I certainly didn't think he took too many steps on that occasion.
Touched out by Pat O'Neill. Tom Dempsey unable to make any headway. Instead, it's picked up here by Michael Phelan, who's discarded the red helmet. It's usually a sign that he means business. Bill Hennessy, Ronan can't take it. PJ Delaney trying to get on to the end of this one. Held off well by Ger Kosh. Strength, durability, and a great clearance. Pat O'Neill rising up mightily. Kicked away to the left-hand side towards DJ Carey, shepherding it there, winning it back from Ronan. Player inside him is John Power. This is a good attack. Won an advantage there, or has he? The referee now calling it back. Challenge by Larry O'Gorman, resulting in the first booking of the match. And John Power certainly was struck by that loose pull.
But again, great pass inside here by DJ Carey, and John Power trying to control the ball, and I think in fairness Larry O'Gorman trying to play the ball, but connect with the Kilkenny player.
DJ to take the free, one they need, and that's 1 from 3 eventually for DJ Carey. Kilkenny's 2nd point. Adrian Fenlon clashing there with Bill Hennessy. Tomas Dunn. Hand pass nicely for Tom Dempsey. On his left-hand side, in towards Cleary. Was he in the square? Scrambled out in any case. Won by George O'Connor on the tightest of angles, and couldn't quite make it. 2 points out of 2 attempts. John Power breaking his stick. That doesn't matter. Kilkenny continue to have the thrust in this attack with Ray Heffernan, supported by PJ Delaney, the nippy full forward. He's put it wide. Son of Pat Delaney there, notching up Kilkenny's 4th wide from the first half, which is 22 minutes old. Michael Phelan trying to claim it over there against Tom Dempsey. Dempsey's having the better of that duel by and large. Now, Billy Byrne trying to wrestle clear of Eddie O'Connor. Eddie dragging. Wexford get the free. Eamon Cleary's in a hurry to take it, or to have it taken.
Well, you can see the Wexford forwards getting in front of the men all the time again here, and Billy Byrne so strong around the ball, and just a high challenge there again by Eddie O'Connor and the referee on the spot.
And Eddie got his name taken for that, so booking a piece. Tom Dempsey feeling very confident so far, pointing a 4th one. 2 from frees, 2 from 65s, and once again Wexford open up a 6-point gap. Fenlon can't take that one. Instead it's DJ Carey. Racing back there is Liam Dunn, facing into Eamon Morrissey as he made that clearance. Knocked down by Martin Storey. Eddie O'Connor tried to come out for it, so too Billy Byrne, way out from his corner forward position, leaving a lot of space inside for the 2-man attack. Liam Cohen kicking. Now there's a lot of space to manoeuvre in up here. Pat O'Neill. And Pat was held back. George O'Connor not too pleased with the referee's judgment. Pat O'Neill. Won brilliantly there by Adrian Fenlon. Fenlon, the midfielder, beaten by Willie O'Connor this time. Sean Flood just waiting for it. It was Tomas Dunn who was coming out to try and make it his. Still Tomas Dunn in there, challenging DJ Carey. Won by John Power. Oh, brilliantly blocked by Sean Flood again, but still. Ray Heffernan here for Kilkenny, looking for another score. And he's put it wide. 5 wides now for a Kilkenny side that is really struggling to come to terms with the ferocity of the challenge being presented by Wexford.
Again, that's the point there, and the difference today is that the Kilkenny forwards who are being put under pressure out the field and not able to get in their clear-cut chances like they're normally so good at taking their points, and it's Wexford who are taking all the opportunities today and Kilkenny are not.
Many more scoring opportunities coming Wexford's way, but by and large they've come from place balls, from frees and sideline cuts and so on. And they don't care exactly where they come from, nor would John Power if he can score here. Towards Fenlon, runs on there towards Morrissey. They really need to keep a very tight rein on him and Morrissey. Tomas Dunn again. Easily disposing of the challenge of DJ Carey. Fumbled by Willie O'Connor, might come back yet. Won by Michael Phelan. Phelan, one of the Bank of Ireland All-Stars from last year. Taking it easily around Tom Dempsey, still in pursuit. The challenge wasn't a particularly good one, but it's Wexford who get the ball back. Tomas Dunn gives it away to Ronan, couldn't contain it. Sean Flood really fired up here in his task of subduing the number 15. Came off the foot of Bill Hennessy, touched out somehow to Adrian Fenlon. Now there's the gap. Murphy. Oh, that's a bad miss by Larry Murphy. He's had 2 chances now of claiming good scores, and he's put the 2 of them wide. Bill Hennessy, hoping to deny the Slaney-siders. A succession of bad misses now by Kilkenny. That's 6 in all, and a hint of frustration in the way he hit that one in from way out the field. In truth, neither full forward line is exactly lording it over the respective backlines. Willie O'Connor. Now this is PJ Delaney. This is his new position, top of the right. John O'Connor is marker. Will the switch work? Oh, that's gone in towards the side netting, but off the stick there of Damien Fitzhenry. And the 65 is going to be the outcome, and John O'Connor quite clearly claiming that he was being pushed all the while.
Well, it doesn't show the push here, but you can see PJ Delaney gets inside his man here and running at the goal, but not at a very, very good angle. And now Eamon Morris was waiting on the edges where hoping he could pull the ball back, but Damien Fitzhenry knocks out for a 65.
And there was no evident push there. Pat O'Neill. Kilkenny really need this. That's gone over. It doesn't matter where they come from. 65s are from frees, just to kind of peg back the gap. 8 points to 3. Significantly, a 5-point difference is hardly a fair reflection of the supremacy of Wexford. Cleary's come out for it and he's struggling. Just about gets it inside to Larry Murphy. Can he make a 3rd time lucky? He can. A glass one goes over the bar for him to extend the lead once again.
And again here, Martin Story racing inside the Kilkenny defence here, and hands passes it outside to Eamon Cleary. Actually falls. He's going to try and gather the ball. He's now playing at centre half forward, but he pulls on the ball, gets in first time. Larry Murphy has missed 2 opportunities already. That's a very good point.
The number of chances created by the 2 teams so far: Wexford has created 16, scored 9. Kilkenny 9 chances created, 3 going over the bar for them. But here's another one now, and Larry O'Gorman defiantly whipping it out of defence. Michael Phelan trying to break the ball down, and in so doing giving Fenlon a chance to make it his. Pressure on the Wexford backs, but this is Liam Dunn taking it away with such style. Up towards George O'Connor, now careering there at full forward. Cleary has drifted out into the 40, again he misses it, and it's Pat O'Neill who comes out. O'Neill way down the field. Ray Hennessy trying to come across. Once again it's won by Larry O'Gorman. This is a great Wexford half-back line. Billy Byrne trying to set up a score. The nearest he came was that goal chance, which was expertly saved by Kilkenny's netminder Michael Welch. Willie O'Connor going to ground, fouled by Billy Byrne. Kilkenny having the free out.
Gerald, really, the pace of the game is absolutely unbelievable. And Wexford, if Eamon Cleary could have gathered that ball there was certainly a goal chance on there, just failed to collect it.
Yes, Mick O'Flynn and Kevin Keogh, the respective trainers of the two teams, their physical preparation is absolutely outstanding. DJ Carey. Ger Kosh having just a little problem here, keeping Eamon Morrissey on his blind side, being careful not to be hooked. Comes out to Ronan. 6 points between the teams. Towards Larry O'Gorman, what a match he's playing. 5 minutes to go to half-time. Well, that was a great intervention.
Well, brilliant, Gerald. The Wexford defence are absolutely playing out of their skins at the moment. Great interceptions and first-time clearances. I've never seen the like of it from them. If they can keep this up, they're certainly going to be on their way today.
I remember Joe O'Shaughnessy, the Wexford chairman, a few years ago, being asked about how the team would play, and he said, you never can tell with this Wexford team. They can be brilliant and they can be terrible. Right now they're brilliant. Martin Storey. That's John O'Connor. Out towards George. George flinging it into space, but there's nobody there for it. Hardly the best use of possession by the new full forward. Over Tom Dempsey's head, but he challenges back there. Likewise Adrian Fenlon. Nobody's giving up on half chances. Well, that's a shoulder in the back. The frustration very evident there, I'm afraid. Just not going Kilkenny's way.
Ball breaks back towards Liam Dunn. What a marvellous player he is. Gathers it beautifully again here and ships a challenge here from John Poor. Comes in a straight elbow into the back. A marvellous player Liam Dunn is, and he's absolutely having a blinder again today, Ger.
He's having a great season overall, Jimmy, I suppose. You think about the great performances against Cork in the league. Right now, the pressure on the Kilkenny backs. Keohan to Bill Hennessy, on towards DJ Carey. Well, they really need the stars of this team to start showing something. Morrissey's one of those stars. Likewise, DJ Carey and Bill Hennessy as well. But it's Larry O'Gorman and Liam Dunn and his brother Tomas who are doing the business. Eamon Scallon shouldering Willie O'Connor, ball right on the line there. But hardly looked over the line. Well, I think they were anticipating he was going to go over the line.
Jerry, again, that was a tremendous ball in there by DJ Carey. And Eamon Morrissey really isn't on his game again today, and they need him to get on the ball and try and create some scores inside the Kilkenny full forward line.
Liam Simpson down towards Adrian Ronan. Bustling corner forward, in towards Morrissey, now at full forward, remember, against Ger Kosh. Loose ball picked up by Liam Dunn inevitably. And I think he was in two minds about giving the pass, instead he's given it to DJ. And a great save, and it's missed by Morrissey. A great save by Damien Fitzhenry. Tomas Dunn back there, lending assistance. The first mistake that Liam Dunn has really made. He was thinking of a pass outside to Larry O'Gorman. Instead it was DJ who got it. What a save. Phelan. John O'Connor under it and needing to be absolutely secure. DJ and also Ray Heffernan in close attendance. Now Larry O'Gorman taking it nicely around Eamon Morrissey. A long relieving clearance. The Wexford fans are loving every minute of this first half. 2 minutes to go. George O'Connor. Willie O'Connor coming across here for Kilkenny. PJ Delaney now, still only 9 points to 3, remember, and in hurling a 6-point lead. Well, it's absolutely nothing, and the whole of the second half still to come. John Power, and it's Fitzhenry who made that tremendous save that keeps Wexford in a very prominent position. Larry Murphy. Well, I wonder what the Australian cricketers are making of all of this, watching their first hurling match here at Croke Park as Morrissey plays it back to George O'Connor, and George O'Connor puts over his second point. This great spell of Wexford dominance produces a 10th point. The gap is 7.
So it's been a marvellous spell of hurling from both sides, men-to-end stuff with no let up at all, and another very good point there for Wexford.
But it's far from over, not when Kilkenny is the opposition team involved. The All-Ireland champions, though, are really having it put up against them and put up to them by their great rivals in Wexford. Eddie O'Connor. So the last minute of action in this first half. Liam Keohan. Liam Dunn linking up with Tomas's brother, having the confidence to take it around DJ. Willie O'Connor reading it very well, getting there well ahead of Eamon Scallon. Adrian Ronan. Good looking ball inside. Morrissey has scored! Eamon Morrissey has scored! Wexford may feel he was in the square, but I think he was running in. Well, that's the goal which changes the complexion of this game. 15 seconds to go to half-time, and this happens.
Well, good play by Adrian Ronan here, knocks the ball and makes sure he keeps it in play. And Eamon Morrissey, not having the best of days so far, but keeps eyeing the ball and does the right thing, hand passes it past the goalkeeper.
What a transformation now we may have. All the huffing and puffing and energy was coming from Wexford in the main. But they weren't putting away the Kilkenny challenge by any manner of means. It's half-time. Well, there'll be many people who talk about the many talking points from the first half. The great save by Michael Welch, the equally great save by Damien Fitzhenry, but the hand pass goal by Eamon Morrissey in the last 15 seconds of the first half leaves the half-time position reading Wexford 10 points, Kilkenny 1-3, only 4 between them. We're really looking forward to what should be a cracking second half. We'll be back.